I have no friends. I feel so lonely. My kids need a social life. I don't know how to enroll them into school. Don't worry, I'm here to tell her that there are many other young immigrant families going through the same problem. Despite Australia being one of the most multicultural countries in the world, many young families still struggle to find belonging in communities. An article published by Monash University explores this specific problem. While living among other immigrants, many individuals continue to experience loneliness, disconnection, and barriers to participation. Confidence in engaging with institutions is uneven, particularly among newly arrived or marginalized groups. And in another study, one of the biggest conclusions was that engaging with communities and participating in activities positively influence both psychological and physical well-being, fostering a sense of belonging and integration. In my own data collection, I surveyed 25 young immigrant families that are now living in Australia, coming from 16 different backgrounds with all different lifestyles, but are still faced with the same problem. When asked if they had any connections in Australia before they moved, the majority of families answered no. But when asked how difficult it was to build these connections with other young immigrant families, on a scale from 1 being really easy to 5 really hard, almost all of the families rated it a 5. And some leaving a personal note that this was because they didn't know how to begin connecting with other young families. The most surprising find of the whole survey was when we asked what was the biggest challenge when moving to Australia. Out of the options housing, education, social connections, and finding local services, 58.3% of the young immigrant families chose social connections, with 20 out of 25 families strongly agreeing that it was important for their children to build social connections. Finally, when asked to rate their interest on a scale from 1 to 5 for an app that helps them connect with other young immigrant families, as well as providing useful information, over 90% had high interest ratings of 4 and above, concluding that there definitely is a need for more ways for young immigrant families to build meaningful connections. Sigh. But what can I do? I don't know how else to build connections with other young immigrant families. New Roots is an app that helps connect young immigrant families with other young immigrant families. The way the app works is similar to a dating website, but for families. When you enter, there are profiles of other families, and to find a family with the most common interests as your family, there's a survey to complete based on your own family. For example, the app would more likely pair families with children around the same age, which then the app will connect you with them, sharing the details and contact numbers, giving you the option to contact the other family, meet up, and build a connection, while sharing positive experiences. There is also a page in the app dedicated to sharing information needed when young immigrant families are first settling into Australia, information such as housing, local services, and education.